Well, good evening, everyone. This is Miss Gail once again over here at Georgia Peachnut Garden. Hello, and how is everyone doing? Well, part of my procrastination, I have a lot of them. Yes, I have a lot of them. Let me thank everybody for coming into the room, coming into my home, and for supporting my channel. I do appreciate you, all my new supporters and my returning supporters. Oh, I got a cucumber hanging over here. Never would have known. Ah, thank you so much. We're going to plant this cucumber, which has been sitting and waiting for me to plant it for a very long time. So, let's see here. I think I'm going to steal some soil from this container. See if I have any more soil to steal. Probably do. But I'm not going to go probably and get it. Let's see what we're working with right here. I always got soil sitting around, you know. That's what you do as a gardener. I always have that soil sitting around. I just need to top this off. I've had this cucumber plant for 100 years. And it's managed to put up with me and my procrastination. So thank you, Miss Cucumber. I say Miss Cucumber because it is producing. I think that I can make this work right here. I always have a pot of soil sitting around somewhere. Yeah, this is going to be the top soil, so I'm just going to bring this soil level up. And before I put any more in here, you know I've got to give it some nutrients. Excuse me. Oh boy. I am so sorry. Oh, me and outdoors. You ever have something that you love doing, but it kind of makes you ill a little bit? And that's me and this soil, all the flowers and the bees. I'm allergic. That's not going to stop me from keep me from doing what I'm doing. We're going to get all of our amendments out of the bag. Those of you who have been with me know exactly what I'm getting ready to do. Everybody gets the same treatment. So, our vegetable, tomato, herb fertilizer. Like I always say, you can get whatever brand you want. They're sold by different companies. So, you may not have a Dr. Earth where you are, but just as long as you get the vegetable, if you decide to. Once again, my disclaimer is I'm not telling you what to do. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. It has been hot, but we have some cool weather coming, and I would just urge anyone, if you're in my grow zone or in a zone that is similar to mine, to take advantage of this cool weather for the next almost 10 days. I think we have we have Wednesday, and then I think Thursday is not going to get any higher than 88 degrees. Yay. I'm happy. While I'm doing this, and I have placed in here tomato, vegetable, herb, and I keep repeating this, people, because we do have new people who come in and they need to know. So I want everybody to know what I am doing, just in case you decide to do what I'm doing. Just in case. But with the weather cooling down, oh, that's some good planting weather. Time to get your fall items that you may want to put down in mind. This is oh no, this is not what I want. We don't want that. That's kale and clay. We're not trying to do that one. This is what we want. This is Epsom salt. I'm just going to put a little bit in here because it does have a lot of good nutrients in it. So I'm just going to put that in, set that to the side. And of course my ground up eggshells. I ground them up to a powder. Makes it easier for it to go to work for your plant. So I'm going to make sure this gets mixed in real good. because I do have some good soil in here, but I have some old soil mixed in. So you just want to go on ahead and amend the soil. I will come back through tomorrow and give everything upstairs and downstairs a liquid fertilizer. Tomorrow is fertilizing day. I fertilize once every 2 weeks, and I try to do it on a Wednesday. So I'm just going to stir this up in here and just go to the side and try to help it go down. Now I have my drill, my auger I could bring out here, but I don't feel like going in the house getting it. It is not necessary. I just do this by hand. And when you water it, the nutrients will go down. That's the difference between doing planting in containers and planting in the ground. When you go in the ground, the nutrients kind of hang around, but when you do it in the containers or grow bag, it does go straight through. Now the plant does drink up some of the nutrients. It will get a drink. It doesn't go straight through all of a sudden, all at one time, but it doesn't stay in place. So you have to feed your plant. When you're planting in a container or in a grow bag, you have to feed your plant the food that you want it to have, because in the ground, a lot of those minerals are already there. So this is what we're doing, feeding the plant. Let's see, let's go down a little bit deeper with this one. And by George, I think she's got it. I worry more about where the roots are going to be, what the roots are going to touch, more so than what's on top. What's on top is not the most important. It's what's on the bottom. It's what's on the middle. I will later on come back and put some chicken compost in. Chicken manure compost in. I'm just fishing out some of these heavy, big pieces so the roots won't have such a hard time. This has a lot of sticks and stuff in it, which is going to eventually, turn into soil. But right now, I want my roots to get established. All kinds of stuff in here. Good Lord of mercy. Okay, now I brought the level up. Now remember, this level is going to go down once you water it. It will go down. So bear that in mind when you're filling your container up. It's okay to fill it up a little higher because it's going to go down once you put the water in. Remember that. So now I'm going to make a big hole, because we have a big area for this nice plant to go into. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be smart and just put some of the soil in here. And then put it back around it, because this, I want to put the plant, the cucumber plant in at the same width that it is here, so I don't really disturb it. I don't want to disturb it. Cucumbers are very tender, they're very sensitive, so you have to remember that when you're messing with them. Now this one has really learned to love where it is, so I may have a little bit of a problem here, so we're going to pray. And it's already gotten attached to this plant, so I am going to have to be very careful, because as you guys know, I am heavy-handed. The tendrils have, there you go, and look, nice cucumber. I didn't know that was there. So this is how it's looking. I want it to sit just a little bit lower, so I'm going to set it to the side carefully because the stems are very tender. And take out just a little bit more. And now we're going to do fire in the hole. We're going to give it a little bit of vegetable tomato, blood meal, bone meal, I am also going to put in a little bit of the Epsom salt, just a little bit. Fix that back up. And I am looking for my eggshells. Nope. Yeah, you the eggshells. All this white stuff, I have to be careful. I don't want to put the wrong thing in here. Eggshells is very good for it. And that'll go almost immediately to the plant in about maybe a month. Probably less time than that. So, now here we go. This is the moment of truth. We have to be very, very careful with the plant. We do not want to pop anything off. So I'm going to let it sit right over here. Pull this over. Let it rest there. This is a burpless hybrid cucumber. And let's see, you can harvest this at 50 to 60 days. So you still have time to grow these. With the recall, there's a recall on cucumbers. So you have time to grow cucumbers in about a month and about 2 months. Now I'm going to stir this up, mix it in so it's not landing on directly on the amendments. And I'm going to squeeze this container just a little bit. I just watered it. Shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. And then I'm going to put my 2 fingers in between the plant to hold it and guide it out. And it's coming. And look at the roots. Fast growing plant. Ready to produce and make some more cucumbers. Now, as you can see, this needs to go down a little bit lower. So we're going to just lift gently. Take out some more soil. Just sit it right here. Right there. I'm going to take it down a little bit lower. I'm going to take one more scoop out. Set it right here. You want to make sure it's right before you finalize your decision. So it's sitting about right like there. I'm going to add some more amendments since I took them out. Just throwing them in there. I'm just going to do the top 3. Stir it up just a little bit. And sit her right there. Boom. There she is. In her new home. Now, I am going to have to do some staking. Ooh. I've got to be very careful. I'm just taking this around to secure her on the stake. You don't want to tie it so tight that you cut into the fruit. Don't do that. And I'm going to take another piece. These things are wonderful. I don't know if you can see that. I love these. And let's see here. Take her up this way so she can grow upward. Because if you break anything, the plant will start dying. Ask me how I know. So, now you get to see the whole plant. She's attached, and this is about as good as she needs to get right now. I think I'm going to give this cucumber about two more days, 2 or 3 more days. It is a bush, and it is a hybrid. And so, we have finished that. We've done a good thing. We're going to put the soil back in. Push it out around. And we're going to keep watch on her, see how she does. Watch her grow. This is a 5-gallon bucket. So I'm doing just one plant. Let me remove you out the way. You've done your deed. Sit over there. I'm going to move her over here. For right now, she's going to get a pan so she can self-water. For right now, I'm going to give her a gallon of water. And she said, "Thank you so much, Miss Gail. I appreciate it. I was thirsty. I was thirsty. Yes, I was." I'm going to let that go down so that it can go all the way through. Now, eventually, if I don't tear the plant up, I'm going to start attaching her to the railing and run her this way on the railing. So drainage is good. You see it went right on through. I'll show you in a minute. You have to be so careful. See, we just lost a flower. They're very temperamental. So, it's draining very well, and that's what you want to look for. See? Let's see where you're, yeah. It's drained very well. So, that's what you want. That's a gallon of water. That'll suffice her for right now. She'll get some more water later. So now, I'm going to come back to this container right here. And let's see, you can't see it. This one right here. It already has this soil in it. This is a red bell pepper that's dying to go into some soil, trust me. So, we're going to do the same thing. And you guys should know the drill by now. We're going to fertilize it with the vegetable tomato herb. I'm just putting one bell pepper in here. I could probably put two, but I don't have to. I planted all my peppers. Yay! I'm glad about that. I'm finally getting down to being finished with my summer planting. And this is, of course, the blood meal. Uh-oh. Killing the pepper. Bone meal. You guys who are new, make sure you look this up. What you got? I'm doing the NPK. These three are the NPK. Nitrogen, which is the blood meal. Bone meal is the P, which is phosphorus. Phosphorus, and K is potassium. You need these three. These are your nutrients that, let's see, where am I? You need to have a healthy plant. Okay, this is the grind up eggshell. Tomatoes and bell peppers period, tend to get blossom and rot. So that's why I'm putting these eggshells in here to help out with that. And there's one more thing here. Also, like I told you before, Epsom salt. Now, I'm just not putting a lot in here. You can always take a tablespoon and put a tablespoon of this in some 1 gallon of water. You buy your tea, drink, juice, or whatever, clean it out. Put a tablespoon in here, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, dissolve it. You can always do a quick dissolve by putting the tablespoon in here of Epsom salt, and then put some warm water up to about here. Shake it, shake it, shake it to get it to dissolve well. Put the top on and shake it good, and then go ahead and put the cold water in there. That's just a quick tip. Okay, so now we're done with that, and we're going to stir this in. I think this container is all 5 gallon too, but I'm not sure. I just picked it up because I liked it, and I figured it would work for a pepper plant. And if it looks like the pepper plant is going to start looking like its growth is stunted because this is not long enough or deep enough, you can always transplant it. At this point, I don't think I'd be interested in doing that. It'll still produce peppers. Whew. I don't need to be tossing no soil down here. Let me pick my soil up. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Gail. Okay, so we mixed that in pretty good, if I might say so myself. So we're going to do our fire in the hole. Let's make a hole. See where you can see it. Make a hole. Let's see if that's going to be okay. I think, by George, we are there. I may dig it just a little bit deeper. To the side. And we're going to give it the same nutrients. That was the bone meal. Blood meal. Dr. Earth. I love this stuff. This is great. All of it's good, but I really like Dr. Earth. You can almost just use this because it's, I'm trying to see, 463. So that's 4% nitrogen, 6% phosphorus, and 3% potassium. So it still has all three of what I individually put in here. So, okay, we're going to put that over there. Now, we're going to stir that up. Even though this is organic, you still want to stir it up some. We're going to squeeze this container. This is way past wanting to go into a container. Look at there. Lift it up just a little bit higher. And if your plant doesn't sit like you want it to, you don't have to necessarily sit it straight down. You can lean it to however it needs to be situated so that it can go on ahead and I'm going to plant this one a little deeper